This is a twofold question. First of all, do I encourage people to start a business or buy an existing business? I do encourage for most people buying a business is actually a better, it's a better idea. I'll explain why. Just imagine this, that let's say pretend you want to fly to somewhere far away and you go to the airport. And imagine you go to the airport and the person, the flight attendants at the gate saying to you, hey, you know what, sir? You want to fly to, let's say, Hawaii. Great. You look out just in the runway there. You see all those parts there? You see the engine, you see the wings, you see everything. Yeah, go ahead, just put that together, put the plane together, and then you can fly. That's pretty much what starting a business is like. That when you don't know what you're doing, you don't know if it's going to work, you're not even sure of your destination, and you're not sure if you're going to get there, and you don't really know how to fly. You got to put the whole thing together, put a team together, put a system together, and put fuel into it, gas it up, and hopefully it would go, and hopefully it doesn't crash before anything goes wrong. That's starting a business. Now, buying into an existing business, on the other hand, is a different story. So imagine, same scenario, but now this time you are actually on a plane with a pilot. That's your existing business owner. That you're sitting as a co-pilot seat. And you are observing, and he's showing you the ropes. He's like, okay, learn, this is how the business works. The plane has already been flying for 2, 3, 5, 10 years. It's cruising. It's very comfortable. So chances of that plane crashing is a lot less. And it works because it's already going someplace. And then you're slowly taking over, and the owner's showing you the ropes. And by the time you finish the transaction, you took over the business, and now you're flying that plane. Well, the chances of succeeding is much, much higher. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole how to buy the business without a lot of your own money, or you're starting out, how should you do that? I'm not going to get into all of that. But I'm just saying, think of that scenario. That's buying a business versus starting your own. I think most people underestimate what it takes to actually start a business from nothing, from just an idea, that from execution, marketing, sales, system, teamwork, and people, raising capital, all these things that people don't think about. And most of the time, they don't have the business skills to do any of those parts, or they only have the skill to do one of the parts. And that's the challenge. So it's not the business that's the issue, it's the business person, the businessman or businesswoman, that's the issue. Now, going to your second part of your question is, do I recommend investing in real estate? I invest in real estate, that's what I like, but you shouldn't invest in things that I like to invest in. You should invest in stuff that you like to invest in. And by you asking that question, it tells me that you haven't done your research or due diligence. You're looking for, okay, if so-and-so if Dan invests in stocks, I should do stocks. If he doesn't invest in stocks, I don't invest in stocks personally, but then I shouldn't do it. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with you, how educated you are as an investor, how sophisticated you are as an investor. That's why there's no such thing as, that's the perfect investment. Well, it depends. A perfect investment for me, but it may not be a perfect investment for you. You have people, let me ask you this question. Are there people making a lot of money with stocks? Absolutely. Are there people losing a lot of money with stocks? Yes. Are there people making a lot of money with real estate? Yes. Are there a lot of people losing money with real estate? Yes. Are there people making a lot of money with oil and gas? Yes. Are there people losing a lot of money with oil and gas? Yes. So it all depends. Depends on how educated you are as an investor, and how much you know about the investment. So no such thing as a risky investment. There's only risky investor. It's like there's an element of risk when you are driving, But if you're driving without training and you blindfold yourself and you stick a knife in front of you and you go 100 miles an hour on a highway, that's being stupid, that's dangerous. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of people invest. Just like now people are jumping into the whole cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin and all these bullshit. And all these people, they're raving about it. I don't want to miss out. I gotta jump into this Bitcoin thing. You know, when it's all over social media, when everybody's jumping into it, that's the time to get out. It is time to get out. So, and how much do you actually understand how all that works, right? And most people don't. They just buy into the whole hype, or they buy into what the media is telling them, and then they just invest. That's not what sophisticated or intelligent investor does. We know, and we know what we invest in. We stick with what we know, and we don't get distracted, and we are very, very focused. We're very, very focused. So it's not just investment or should I start a business, all of that. All those questions, Chris, it tells me you don't know what the fuck you want and you don't have a foundation yet. When you do have a foundation, you don't ask those type of questions because you will know, are you a business person, are you not? If you're going to invest, you know your criteria, you know the investment type, you know you have your, what I call the investing principle that you follow that you don't violate. All the successful investors, Warren Buffett, you look at anybody, they all have their own principles that they follow and they never violate. That they just follow that, and that's how they get those returns. So that's the answer to, a long answer to your question. If you have a question for me and you want to ask me questions, comment below. If it's a good question, I think it's applicable for a lot of my viewers, I would take the time and answer it kind of like this in the new show, Boss in the Bentley. Also, make sure give us a thumbs up and click on the subscribe button and turn on notification. We upload multiple episodes per month, something like this whenever we have time. We do try to upload at least 1 or 2 episodes per week. And if your question is good, you might see your question just pops up in one of these future videos. So stay tuned. Until next time, I'll see you in my Bentley.